right, first we got a Jamari video. This is Drake is flopping. Oh, Lord. Let's see.
So at this point, it's been over 3 months since the climax of the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef.
Yep.
And since I last spoke about it on my channel,
oh wait, real quick chat. I want to show y'all something. I got me a mini fridge. I got me a mini fridge. Y'all. Got me a. You know what's in there? You know what's in here? Red Beezies. Red Beezies. Red. Where's Mussy? Where the f is Mussy? Cause Mikey moved my chair to plug in his laptop. And I haven't seen Mussy since. Oh no, he's gonna have to atone for his sins. What the fuck is Mussy? Mussy? Oh, Mussy's in the closet. Mussy's in the closet. Mussy is in the closet. He's in the closet. Mussy's coming out the closet, so don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Whew. Whew. That was almost a lot. That was yeah. Whew. Man, that I was scared. He's gay? A little bit. Half and half. Alright, let's get back into it.
Happened. On Kendrick's side, he's really only done 2 things. But if this was a boxing match, it would be like him landing 2 massive right hooks after he noticed Drake's legs started to wobble. Obviously, the first thing he did was host the Pop-Out concert back on Juneteenth. Here we saw Kendrick perform for over an hour and a half, and this was the first time we would see him since he released the hit record Not Like Us. Obviously, the crowd was sold out. It felt like a very big moment. Dr. Dre introduces him and he comes out to set the tone with Euphoria. Kendrick would then go on to perform some of his biggest hits from Humble to DNA, Money Trees, and All Right to name a few. He would also play 616 in LA and even bring Dr. Dre back out to perform Still Dre and California Love. Now obviously the highlight of this concert and the moment that everyone was kind of waiting for was when Kendrick would perform Not Like Us, spinning the #1 record in the world 6 times as the crowd sang every word back to him every single time. Now with every playing of this record, Kendrick would bring a bigger and bigger crowd out on stage, with people both famous and culturally affiliated up there to dance on Drake's grave. And during this concert, Drake fans everywhere were scrambling, very upset that an arena full of people, including LeBron James, were rapping along to their GOAT being called a PDF file.
Drake texts you and like, am I letting you down?
Yeah, what'd I tell you?
What did you say to him?
You said that I can never let you down.
Drake fans in
he sounds like such a little. You said like I could you have you ever had a dream that you like you're a man. Be a man.
In general have been unwell since the destruction of Drake began. Like it's been almost 4 months since the inception of the direct beef, and many of his bot fan pages have been crying ever since, with some of them becoming so delusional that they actually think Drake won. Amongst the Drake dick riders, Academiks is obviously the most
look at this patchy ass beard, his patchy ass bruh. Just Patchy the Pirate.
Famous, even creating a separate Twitter page for the sole purpose.
Bro, for the sole purpose of dick riding. Dick, for a separate, like it's official news and updates channel for the Academy. For the Academy. Nigga, you should have just put it for Drake. Official dick riding and updates on dick riding for Drake. That's literally what it should have been.
Of creating positive Drake propaganda and a ton of Kendrick slander. Several times having to delete tweets in a very embarrassing fashion because they were straight up lies trying to make Kendrick's relationship
Dave Free and Whitney was not in. Oh yes, oh of course, bro. Dave Free produced the whole thing, and Whitney was for sure in the crowd.
Ship look like it's falling apart. And we will get back to that, as well as the other allegation that Kendrick's best friend Dave Free is the father of his kid, here in a second. But for now, let's talk about what Drake has been up to, because the guy's been a mess. At first, he kept going out of his way to try and push this narrative that Kendrick's diss record was only #1 and only broke records on YouTube and Spotify because of bots that he paid for. He did this via a Kickstream chat room where he wrote in, "Hey Pragmatic, can we take it back to 2022? Can you backdoor Eddie like Spotify backdoored the streams for that one song from that one guy?" And of course, Academiks would run with this narrative for weeks trying to spread it around online. Like, he even went as far as to interview a 16-year-old kid who claimed he was the one who got these alleged botted streams for Kendrick.
So somebody reaches out to you for 30 million streams. What'd you tell them? How much money?
So I was promised payments after, but up front, I was promised 5K.
Okay.
They told me it was for a big artist. Promised 5.
5K for 30 million streams? Yeah, okay. 5K for 30 million streams? Yeah, okay.
K up front.
Okay.
They sent me 2.5K, and then I was also promised after the song performed, I was also gonna receive, you know, a little percentage of the song, so points on the song. They also, the reason they did it is because they also needed that song to win.
Now, Academiks would later have to eat the crow and admit that he talked to someone with some background information over at Spotify who claims all the Kendrick streams were legit.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I talked to my man from Spotify. I won't say the name right now, but legit Spotify nigga. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what that person on your stream was talking about. Them Kendrick streams is real."
And to me, not only did this theory seem pretty far
Streambotter claims to have been paid bot, but streams and Kendrick. However, there appears to be no LLC registered under that name. Wow.
fetched from the start, but let's also not forget how
Oh my god, people want attention, so they just be lying.
the streaming services have favored Drake in insane ways over the
course.
years. Now, ever since the public perception was that Drake lost, he has done everything in his power to try and show how unbothered he is by both Not Like Us, but also by the beatdown in general. Going bowling under the name 69God, continuing his bot narrative, and releasing some really average songs. Like, I'm talking about the Drake stimulus package potentially.
Drake assisted 32 artists to their highest hit 100 position at the time. They jumped an average of 19 places from their previous peak. He's assisted multiple times. Yeah, Travis Scott. 18 artists had never tried it before. A$AP Rocky. Fresh Montana. Party Next Door. Summer Walker. The Weeknd. 6 songs assisted multiple artists at once. Assists per year. You know, and it's so crazy. It's like, it's like, it worked until it didn't. It dead ass worked until it didn't.
No longer existing. None of these mini songs he's
Yeah. Like, this Drake stimulus does not work anymore, bro. And like, I saw somebody say this, and they're absolutely right. They were like, and niggas was calling him a dick rider. Niggas was like, I can't, Drake losing a beef changed how I can listen to his song. Niggas like, oh, you're a dick rider, da 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 da. But it's actual factual shit like that can happen. When niggas started beef with Ja Rule, when 50 Cent started beefing with Ja Rule and cooked his ass, it just started changing the way that people listen to Ja Rule. Same with Meek Mill when it happened with Drake. Meek Mill to this day is called, he was supposed to be gangster. He was supposed to be gangster until that beef with Drake, and now everybody looks at Meek Mill as corny. Now it does his character is, you know what I'm saying, he not helping his situation, but like, you can see how the public perception changes once you lose a rap beef, bro. I still say that. Now he has good music, but it's like, it changes the way you listen to it. Like, Tell me, Ja Rule and Ashanti were killing. We're making a killing until 50 Cent dissed this man, and it just wasn't making a killing anymore. It's just how it happens. Meek Mill had a great fucking album. A great album. But got dissed, what was it, 2 weeks or a week after? And nobody, like, the only time niggas was checking for Meek after that, like, for real, up until, like, kind of now, was when he collabed with Drake again. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not like they're completely out of here, but it changes the way you listen to them, bro. And niggas hate to deny that, but it is what it is. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Kind of like MGK. Exactly. Now niggas look at MGK as corny. Niggas switched the whole genre. I don't know if he's still on the switch side, but he switched the whole genre. It happens. It literally happens, bro.
This release even came close to sniffing the #1 spot, and most of them fell off the charts just as fast as they went on. Comparing this to the past, when Drake would give an artist a feature, it was almost a guaranteed smash hit. Like even a Young Thug and 21 Savage feature couldn't help him get there, as their song would peak at 28. He would even deploy Lil Yachty to help him push this unbothered narrative.
He didn't give a
Really?
No, he was genuinely unfazed. I respected it a lot, and I talked to him. That shit didn't bother him. As it shouldn't. He's a fucking guy.
Still, all of this has not stopped Drake fans from coping with this loss in the saddest ways possible.
I think that people had a weird moment. People were supporting a weird record. I've said this from day one. I'm like, yo, bro, I just don't, that message, I cannot dance and groove to that message of that record.
I can't dance to the message of that record. It's bro, you saying it? You're saying it like he was the one that was being accused. No, he was accusing the nigga. I can get, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, he's, oh God, he's such a dick eater, dude. He's such a dick eater, dude.
Not dance and groove to.
But and the thing is, he was dancing and grooving to the song where Drake said Kendrick beat on his wife. So you can dance and groove to that. But when a nigga's calling somebody a pedophile, you can't dance and groove to that one. So domestic violence, groovy for sure. Domestic violence is groovy, but you know what I'm saying? Allegations against your guy, you know? All right, bro.
To that message of that record. And seeming like he lost and he wasn't a part of all of that was bullshit. It was just some shit that people made up, tried to make a real thing.
Nobody made that up though. It's just actual information. Now, bro, there's let's be honest. Let's be for real here. Let's really speak on it. When you are mixed, there is a very, very, very big cultural difference between if you are raised by your black side or by your white side. Now, granted, you know what I'm saying? When you with the black side, you're not black enough. When you with the white side, you're not white enough. But you know what I'm saying? But you still pick up on certain shit. It's just the way it is, bro. You are what you're raised, where you're raised at. You know what I'm saying? You are where you're raised at, bro. So nobody cared until now, cap. Because niggas was calling it out, but Drake seemed untouchable at the moment. So that's why it feels like nobody was bringing it up or nobody cared. But there were still people on the internet that talked about it. There was still niggas on the internet that talked about it. But now when he's not as untouchable as it looks, a lot of this shit is actually coming up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the only reason he's gotten off scot-free with these shits is because first he started off with the singing and appealing to the ladies. That's what got him so big, was his singing shit and appealing to the ladies. Something snapped where he got into this gangster rap shit And niggas was calling it out, bro. First of all, niggas was calling it out when he was singing. When Drake first came out, nobody cared about his race. His music was fire. Well, that was because he was singing, first of all. Second of all, niggas was still calling him that light-skinned nigga, the singing-ass light-skinned nigga. He was the epitome of a light-skinned nigga. You know what I'm saying? He still was. It just wasn't as bad because it wasn't like he was trying to play this gangster role. He was singing and serenading the bitches. You feel me? He was singing sad raps, talking about spending money on bitches. He's just been that, oh God, he's been that light-skinned nigga, but when we gotta sit here and actually talk about this.
Tried to throw into the game.
It worked.
It did not work.
Why did Drake, who has dominated the last 15 years of my life, have to remind us? Because that record worked.
No, I'm telling you,
Thank you. There's no reason that you gotta keep reminding us that you're mixed and it's like the Logic shit. It's like Logic. When Logic kept just PK firing, oh, I'm mixed, I'm half black, da-da-da-da-da. Shut the fuck up. We know, nigga. We can tell. But it makes you corny. And, like, Drake wasn't doing it until it seemed like it was bothering him. Oh, they tell me I'm not black enough. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, you're half and half, bro. It comes with it, bro. But we know what side you were raised by. Because you literally told us your daddy wasn't there for you. You told us this. You told us you was raised by his auntie and his mom? I remember exactly. Because he was light-skinned and he was serenading the bitches.
Because people were caught up in a moment. They were caught in a moment.
Kendrick smoked it.
Yes, but when you say he lost, what did he lose? He didn't lose anything.
I did.
Music.
He lost the battle. He did lose the battle. And you called it, he called it a battle. He was telling him, don't back out of this rap beef. So the rap beef, he lost. He lost, what did he lose? The rap beef, nigga. And whatever little street cred you had, it don't look, it's not standing tall anymore.
Music-wise, what did he lose? Music-wise, what did he lose?
Streams.
The battle.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool.
And Aubrey's Angels would...
The nigga said the battle. Thank you. Like, this nigga's so delusional, bruh.
Even turn on me, claiming I am mentally ill for my interest.
Mental illness. Oh, of course. Because it is bad. It was
An
sad.
ability to cash in on one of the biggest moments in hip-hop history. Like the sheer irony of someone who has an entire page dedicated to...
And I'm sorry, I'm not taking... Bro, you can't tell me I have a mental illness when your whole page is dedicated to... Like, I don't even know what you look like. Your whole page is you dick riding a whole nother man. You call me mental ill for making money in a video about something that's currently going on? But even when there ain't shit going on, you still dick riding the same nigga? Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Dick riding Drake, calling me out for actually making money on my personal opinion on this situation is hilarious. Like, this dude wakes up every day gargling Drake's nut.
Bro, yo, the picture, the header, certified. Oh, that's a girl. OV ho. Look, what, like, nothing is you. Aubrey's attorney, certified lover girl, OV ho, Drake. Like, golly.
And defending him for hours. But I'm the one with the issue. Not DJ Academiks. Now all these other Drake meat riders who have not shut the fuck up for 1 second. I mean, they even tried to make it seem like I am who Kendrick is talking about when he says it's what the culture's feeling. But it's like, no, I'm not the culture. I'm just a big fan of hip-hop who loves to see two titans from my generation finally go head-to-head, after obviously sneak dissing each other for like the last decade.
Right.
These guys are the culture though, and they weren't rocking with Drake, with some of them being his good friends in the past. Now something else that Drake would do is create this alt Instagram page, while also releasing some...
I haven't checked this page. You know what? And it's actually crazy. Like, I still fuck with Drake's shit before the beef. But everything he's dropped since then, I really couldn't grasp a hold on. And I don't know, and I think it might really be because of the beef. Like, I'm uninterested. Like, I don't hate the nigga. I still listen to the other shit, even some of the newer shit that dropped right before the beef. But I'm like very uninterested. I know I'm not interested enough to go check out the nigga's Finsta. I don't care that much. I'm sorry. Like I get it. It's his Finsta, you know what I'm saying? His spam, whatever. That's where shit's dropping. I don't care enough to check it out. But also, even if the music is dropping, like, if it comes across in a playlist, I'll check it out. But like, I've been uninterested where I haven't even. Yeah, after that Wagwan Delilah bullshit, I'm not. I don't know. You know. Unless somebody say some shit is really tough, and I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. But like, I've been uninterested, especially like just the one-off things, and like, give me something like full. But also, I did see something where somebody was like, Drake needs to disappear and let niggas miss him, and let niggas realize that he makes great music. And like, I'm half and half. I'm like, stop dropping these one-offs and like drop an actual project that you put like your heart into, or like just stop and like show the people like, hey, even though y'all think, you know what I'm saying, y'all not rocking with me, I ain't dropped in this long. Look at y'all fiending for some new music. You know what I'm saying? I get both sides, but these one-off random songs aren't hitting like they should.
Some behind-the-scenes footage, and a ton of unheard songs and demos. And to be honest, this 100GB drive that he continues to update has not really had the online impact that I felt he thought it would. I mean, don't get me wrong, as a big fan of hip-hop and as a fan of Drake, it is...
I wouldn't mind if somebody put it to put together all the footage, like, of the actual shit happening in life. I think I'd check that out. But I'm just not, you know what I'm saying? I'm fascinated in the discography, like, not in the discography. I'm fascinated in the documentary of it all, just to see what happened. But I don't think I'm fascinated by the music, unless it's like has like a good tie to it, you know?
Cool to see some of these behind the scenes looks, but I feel like I haven't really seen anybody talking about it or it generating any sort of excitement, at least not what you would expect from a massive drop like that from Drake.
One thing I'll say about all of these Drake drops is it's feeling very, very, very uneventful. Like, Drake's music, it really marks a time, you know what I mean? It marks a time, it marks a moment.
Especially the Summer 16 shit. Actually, I remember exactly where I was when I can't think of the names of the albums right now. The album where he's wearing all the gold, Nothing Was the Same. I know exactly where I was when that dropped. I know exactly where I was when what the fuck is the name of that album? I can't think right now. What's the name of that album, chat? The album where he's wearing the gold. I know exactly where I was when that album dropped. And I know exactly where I was when Take Care. Thank you. I know exactly where I was when that album dropped, where Nothing Was the Same dropped. I know exactly where I was when If You're Reading This Is Too Late dropped. Those are pivotal times, but these last few albums, like, it just, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And then this one, I'm not even listening to them, so I don't know.
It's special, you feel me? And these leaks or these drops or however they're doing them, it's just really uneventful.
I will say it's beyond clear to me at this point that there were many people in all sorts of industries who really felt like Drake has disrespectfully overstayed his welcome in the game. Like, if one conspiracy is true in all of this, I think it's definitely that. Whether you're talking about the dude who used to own Twitter or Serena Williams' husband.
You know, everybody is very, very excited about the elimination of Drake.
You know, and ASAP, bro, I seen something where when Kanye said, you won't know, nobody will know he summoned you but you. And then ASAP Rocky came out, this nigga said, this nigga's been throwing subliminal shots for years. And it's like, damn.
Now, something else that has come out about Drake is more controversy, as What's the Dirt pretty much pulled his file and found some very interesting stuff regarding more questionable activity with at the time minors, including Bella Hadid and Madison Breer.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Activity with at the time minors, including Bella Hadid.
Drake with Bella Hadid and Madison Breer last night's house party.
Hadid and Madison.
In 16? In in 16 in 26. That was 8 years ago. I know Madison Beer is not. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Madison Beer's 25, y'all. Madison Beer's 25. Oh.
Madison Beer.
Though his house that he has a bathtub that is literally the size of this room. And it's gigantic and so dope. I was like sitting in it. I was like, can I just lay here and like chill?
I even found some footage of this exact Drake Memorial Day party where you can tell that the women in attendance, to me, don't really look like grown women. I mean, come on, guys. Like, I'm a fair man, but like, I'm not even assuming here. Like, these are clearly teenagers, right? Here he is in St. Bart's at a New Year's Eve yacht party, and what we can easily conclude about this party is that teenage girls were definitely in attendance because there's clear evidence of this happening.
Down shots and parties on the yacht.
I got back from St. Bart's on Monday. Basically, it was an after party that we got invited to. It was on the Vava. So many cool people there. We talked with Drake for a little bit.
This girl was born on February 5th, 2004, which would mean she was only 17 years old during this yacht party.
I was just in St. Bart's with Drake and like 150 supermodels in it.
And I think that Kendrick knows something about these parties.
And y'all should definitely go check
Wow.
his full video out, because there's a whole lot of Easter eggs in there regarding the peculiar things that Drake has done over the years, and how Kendrick subtly wove them into these diss records. I did also want to note here that Drake has been linked to this creepy streamer.
This is my homegirl from Toronto right here. Rate her stream right.
All right,
This is my homegirl. She is very funny and she's very crazy.
Who has been asking unsuspecting individuals to get nude on stream using one of those video chat websites that connects you to a random person, while also not divulging that she is streaming to thousands of people, and obviously not verifying ages.
Hey girl, you are so pretty. How old are you?
Thank you. I'm 18.
Oh, you're so pretty. Do you want to flash each other our boobs?
Hey girl, you are so pretty.
so pretty.
But I feel like you and I can solidify this friendship and flash each other. What do you think?
He's streaming.
No, I wouldn't get you to flash. That's rude.
Why do you get so freaky on here, Snow? Like what? Why is that? Like why do you?
I literally tell people I'm a guy. It's just funny trying to get people to get freaky, and then you tell them you're a guy, and they still don't feel away. They still want to do crazy shit.
Now, Kendrick's other major hook that he would land was with the Not Like Us video, which has amassed over 111 million views as I write this. The video itself is riddled with slick imagery and allusions to various Drake allegations, and of course some not so subtle jabs thrown in there. In this video, Kendrick once again brings out quite a few people from Compton to dance on Drake's grave. You got Kendrick even trolling the imagery from the Family Matters video in this scene. You got him doing these push-ups in what looks to be some sort of isolated set. You also have him whooping the Al Pinata's ass with the disclaimer that no OV hoes were harmed during the making of this video. Which I don't know if that's necessarily true, as so many of Drake's fans were still crying like a redheaded stepchild. People were speculating that these storage containers were an allusion to Drake's potential involvement with human trafficking, and you also get a DeMar DeRozan appearance here. Obviously, with him being mentioned in the song, this was not surprising, but it should be noted that he used to apparently have a pretty good relationship with Drake back when he played for the Raptors.
You went to Drake after you were traded. What did you guys talk about?
But besides basketball, everything, just the reassurance of like, you know, that was my partner. That was a friend. That was a friend of mine. No matter what, you know, when it come to him, he'll forever have a friend in me and loyalty out of me.
Then we get Kendrick responding to the family drama allegations with his wife and children, and it's quite obvious that these are both his biological kids. Like, you cannot fake those years. That is genetics. He has his wife dancing on Drake's grave over the line about it being God's plan to show them the liar. Like, this is all he had to say about a pretty unfounded rumor regarding their relationship. It's not really like Drake, where you have several young girls talking about their personal connections with him. Not to mention that this music video is directed by the person Drake claims to be the father of Kendrick's baby, his best friend Dave Free. People were also clowning Drake when this music video came out, saying that he could never do this with his family, because not only was his hand forced when he revealed his son due to the Pusha T beef, But we also know that the woman he got pregnant was a corn star whose image he was trying to clean up. People were also noting how Drake was trying to break up families with this beef, and bringing up this clip where Pusha talked about how Drake looks at family relationships in general.
What is the real issue with you in marriage? So then now I gotta dig deeper into who the person is. Now I gotta dig in and see, what are y'all like? What's your family like? Oh, your dad left you at 5. Oh, I get that. He never walked you to the bus stop. You're mad about this. You know, your mom, she never remarried. Oh, you don't even know what like family is. So of course you don't dig marriage.
And lastly, we got the symbolism with the light-skinned owl in the cage, which I think is Kendrick's way of saying that he has the control now, and that he essentially has Drake trapped in the corner. Now, while this music video premiered on YouTube and started trending online, Michael Rubin's White Party for the Elite was also going on. And of course, Drake and many other celebrities were in attendance. Apparently, Drake was nervous about this and he pulled up with a massive entourage.
In reality, I heard that Drake showed up there, all that bullshit about niggas got limited amount of tickets. I heard they gave Drake about 20 tickets. He showed up with all his goons, and he was in there looking to see what's popping with anybody who had static. You might have to do a pop out with 20 niggas. Like, yo, what's popping? What's going on here? What's going on here? What y'all doing? Certified what, nigga? What'd you say? Yeah.
And many people noted that Drake was looking around a decade older than usual in these photos.
Damn.
Like, this man is pushing 40 years old. I think it's time for him to stop calling himself the boy. Also, to me, this party's just always screamed weird Illuminati shit going on. Y'all know P. Diddy used to host these things, so enough said there. Throughout this beef and even in the aftermath, my main takeaway was actually how stark the contrast is between these two superstar rappers. You have one dude addicted to fame, power, and all that it entails, and the other seeming to try and live as normal of a life as he can. And at the end of the day, Drake ended up with a seriously damaged ego, in my opinion, and the way he has decided to move since his loss has been desperate. From leaking his own songs to test the waters of public opinion, to using DJ Academiks and other streamers as his mouthpiece, it really all tells me that he doesn't know what to do at this point. Like back when he went to war with Pusha T and clearly lost, it was like, okay, I'm gonna use LeBron's podcast to try and clean up this kid situation, then I'm gonna go ahead and drop a couple of hits, and it was really all good. Most casual fans could care less. And I actually think it's in his best interest to go away for a little bit, make the people miss him again, and then he's gotta
we deadass just talked about this.
Come back dropping absolute hits. Because the songs he's put out lately and been featured on have had almost no momentum outside of his fans. I mean, don't get me wrong, overall he will be fine and he will continue to be one of the biggest artists on the planet. But to me, this is where we might start to see the downward momentum of Drake's career really begin. And realistically, that probably would have been the case either way, as the dude has been on top since I was entering high school. But I do think this beef really sped up that process and exposed some of the biggest kinks in Drake's armor that seemed bulletproof for such a long time.
Nah, this is a nasty image.
Now, unless something absolutely crazy happens, this will probably be my last Drake video for quite a long time. But I did kind of want to wrap a bow on this entire thing. I will say that Drake has claimed on his fake Instagram that apparently Game 2 is coming and he's gonna win.
I'll put it in the front page, back page, middle of the page, wherever. Headliners, column 1 or 2, we will win Game 2. Backing off. We will win Game 2.
So this might not be the last we see of this beef. And overall, I don't want to see Drake crumble.
Why though? Like, why? Respectfully, you said you were done with this shit. You literally said you bowed out. You're like, that's not necessarily bowed out, but you're done with the beef. You're done with the back and forth. You said that. Why are you pushing about a Game 2? You said you were good off this. You literally said that.
I do hope that he goes on to make some good music for his fans. Obviously, I do have some questions about some of his nasty behavior over the years. But those are questions we likely will not get answers to for a very long time. I do feel like Kendrick has a crazy, more commercial, damn type of album on the way, so I'm excited for that as well. And overall, the most pathetic thing about this whole situation to me hasn't actually been Drake, but his delusional fans. Like, this shit ended 4 months ago, and they are crying day in and day out, scrambling on Twitter trying to defend their GOAT. And I just find it hilarious. It's actually the main reason I'm dropping this video right here. But either way, I do want to thank you guys for subscribing and dropping a like on today's video. But as you guys know, it's been your...
Let's see. Shout out Jamari, man. Let's see what his Instagram talking about real quick. Let's see what that Finsta talking about. Let's see what this. I don't know. You said, what am I looking at? I have no clue. Yeah, I am so lost. You know what? I am gonna scroll through this. Is this like the? Oh, this is the. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, my thing is, say this was to drop. Prior to the beef. No, post beef. Post or prior? I don't know. Before the beef. If this was to drop before the beef, this Instagram would probably have like 2 to 3 million followers by now. This Instagram would have 2 to 3 million followers, bro. I promise you. That shit would have blown up. I don't know, bro. It might be the end, bro. Not even the end, just the. He might have hit his peak, and now it's like the, you know what I'm saying? You know how like the stock market goes, you know what I'm saying? Up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yusuf finna be running the Drake defense. Jesus. Shout out Jamari, man, though. Good video.